conversation, Haram. Are you fucking
It
retarded?
is a convo. People
No,
instruct
it's
each other
not.
all the time.
I
Have
would
you never had a
appreciate
conversation
getting
in real
fucking
life? It
bombarded
happens
with
on
50
Discord
fucking
too.
points.
I
don't give a
didn't make
fuck if it
50
happens.
points. I only repeated what we said
Bro, that's
originally,
an
and I only made like
exaggeration,
3
dumb
very small
fuck.
points.
Holy fuck, you're this fucking
Okay,
stupid.
but you're
That's
acting
clearly
like
an
it's very
exaggeration.
large. So even if it is an exaggeration, your point still
Yeah,
is
it
like
is a
a
lot.
lot of points.
It is a lot. It
but
was
it's
a
very
lot.
easy to
It was.
respond to. I'm
Prove
saying that you
that.
haven't
What's
actually
your argument?
demonstrated anything
Yeah,
that
why is
people
it
would
easy
care
to
about, which would
argue
rank you as a
against
tier
or
3
respond
debater.
to
You
multiple
don't have the
points?
argumentative
That's why
ability.
we've
All
invented
you
the
can do is
shotgun
just say
fallacy
why
to
to
actually
everything.
prevent that
The
exact
only
thing
reason
from
why
happening.
you're not tier 5 is because you can beat people by saying why. And other people don't do that. If everyone said why to everything, you would be like a bottom 5 debater because you're one of the worst people at it, and you're one of the worst people at arguing too. So what are we gonna do from there? Like, you just saying why doesn't make you a good debater. What hard part of that is like difficult to understand? I'm not giving you rocket science. I'm not giving you like the Millennium Puzzle. I'm giving you a very basic concept to interact with, and then you're just screaming at me and turning into a fucking monkey instead of responding to what I'm saying. Like, relax.
So
Holy shit.
we're gonna end this with the fact that Haram can disagree with, but I don't give a fuck because Haram is not that guy. Haram can't stop me. Haram can't save anyone. And here's the fact.
Stop
the
you from what?
fact of the matter is, I am the current best One Piece debater on Discord. And I don't care what you think. If you think otherwise, find someone to beat me. Then tell me I've lost. Show me when I've lost. Beat me yourself. Bring me someone that can beat me.
I was beating you on One Piece when you were trying to argue that Kaido would be blitzed levels above his stuff from 20 years ago. And you tried to argue that like Odin doesn't scale the current Kaido. I made an argument for that. No, I mean, I can think that, yeah.
So do you want to do Crocodile versus Odin right now or no?
Under the standard that people like
so
abide by.
So do you want to run
gave an argument, you didn't respond to it. So
right now or no?
I don't know. Your critique is just non sequitur. My argument follows through.
Listen, Haram, no one in this VC cares about your interpretation of what happened in that conversation. I'm asking you a question.
I mean, I don't think people really care about your interpretation of what happened in that conversation either. The point is that you're just not a very good debater. And you claiming that you're the best One Piece debater. Unironically, I think Sakazuki would probably beat you on One Piece.
But he ducked me for an hour straight, got Ziza to do it instead, and he died in front of me.
Because he's scared of like losing to everyone. But unironically, if he debated
that's not a response to what I said.
That was off my fault. You're mortified.
That is a response because you're saying that the fear factor is why you're like better than him or something. And I'm literally just saying the fear factor has nothing to do with it. He's just a pussy, but he's a better debater than you at One Piece.
You're honestly retarded. I shit all over you, and I shit all over your
rationality.
No, you didn't.
You just screamed like a fucking monkey. You didn't respond to anything I said.
You never gave an argument that the trajectory
you made a fool out of yourself. You got 20 people to show up to a VC of you screaming at Haram for like an hour. You didn't say anything that made any sense, and then you just freaked out.
Sure. Yeah, that's what you think, right? He gave no argument, by the way. Everyone at VC, he gave no argument
whatsoever. Again, you being skeptic does not make you tier 3.
Let me explain.
Your argumentative ability is bad. So best case scenario, you're tier 4 on average.
So I can't talk. You want to get served again? Like this is why you keep getting served and yelled at because you don't know how to fucking conversate. You just never shut the fuck up.
No, I'm getting served and screamed at because you don't know how to have a conversation and you're like an emotionally unstable adult.
Yeah, so Haram is assuming that when you increase the trajectory of your volume and when you are mean, it somehow absolves you
is a word?
From being in a dialectic. Because you're a fucking idiot. Yes, it's a word. You fucking moronic fuckhead Nimrod. Fucking nincompoop, imbecile, retarded pile of shit. Anyways, like I was saying, no, I don't do boards for inverse, that shitty ass, booty ass first nigga. Don't ever ask me that fucking shit. Your question again. Holy shit, that shit's ass. I never even read boards, so I never would. Yuck. I was talking to someone in the chat.
You do Naruto, right?
I don't. I've never read Naruto, so if you lost me on that, it'd be a disappointment. I'd suggest you just not even pose that.
Wait, so you dead ass only do One Piece, nigga? That's sad. Damn.
It's sad because I'm not doing Naruto. Are you stupid? I do Invincible.
Because you only do the one
boys. I do Jimmy. What? I do crossverse. Nigga, I do crossverse. I do Jimmy Neutron. I do Invincible. I do Homeland.
What is Jimmy Neutron? Isn't that just like a dead verse?
It's a dead verse. Nigga, are you stupid?
Nigga, are you 38?
Why does it?
Who scales Jimmy Neutron? I've never even heard of that until now.
Bro, because you're 19 years old, dumb fuck. You were inside your dad's balls and it was being aired.
I heard about the show. I know what the show is. I've just
anyways,
never heard of anyone
hey,
scaling
I'm
it, and
old.
I've kept up with the power scaling community for years.
Mortified's old. We get it. Whatever. I scale
It's
multiple
not about
shit.
you being old. It's more so you just having like a niche interest.
Okay, I'm niche. We don't care. I scale multiple shit. That's my point. I don't just do One Piece. I am a One Piece enthusiast, and I made One Piece.
But then you still don't have diversity because people are only really going to debate you on One Piece. Cross versus that too.
Nigga, diversity is not what classifies you as a good or bad debater. I don't care if I lack diversity.
We didn't say anything about you being good or bad. He was just making the point
so
that
it's
you don't have
irrelevant.
diversity.
So you make it so it's pointless to say that.
No,
right?
it was relevant to the convo. This dude
it being relevant
saying like, "Damn,
bro,
you only do one
trivial things can be relevant.
Mortify, you sound
it's
like
relevant,
you look like
but
Jimmy
it's still
Neutron.
trivial. It's relevant, but it's still trivial. I didn't even hear the joke, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
The joke was
like
the connector
like
said.
Oh
yeah.
Look,
my bad.
I look like who?
Jimmy Neutron.
You sound like you look like Jimmy Neutron.
Whatever. I mean, I get. I get. Whatever.
Good joke.
Anyways. But no, I wouldn't debate you on Naruto because all the shit I do is just rat. It's just
maybe
all
like
rat.
I'm tripping or something. Maybe like Seth the Programmer and Aeroflame were like duking it out in like Prime of Calm on like who wins between Jimmy Neutron and like that bitch that he had a crush on during the show.
Who did Jimmy Neutron have a crush on?
Who did
Jimmy Neutron have a crush on?
Sydney.
Mortified. I can debate you on like
bad.
Anyone.
That's a minor, but you're a minor, so you got to pass. Okay. Anyways, let's change the subject matter.
I'm gonna look at her real quick.
I mean, the art style is not preferable.
I think Kage probably beats everybody.
Oh
I can't think of anyone that beats up Kage.
Yo, Jimmy's mom. That's all I'm gonna say.
Jimmy's mom can get it.
Jimmy's mom is probably like a better like topic of conversation than screaming about like if we're tier free at debating or not.
Yeah, honestly.
Bro,
like,
hold on, wait.
I see what
honestly, like it was a waste of a discussion. He didn't change his mind and he didn't hear me out. He was just like super ignorant and stubborn.
Wait, what the what? Look, Rom's fucking like epistemic arrogance.
That's your point. I heard you out, and then you just said stupid shit.
Bro,
wait, no. Look
at Haram, bro. The epistemic arrogance to just say, the conversation lacks value because they didn't agree with my proposition and they didn't change their mind. What the
Is
what?
That all I said though. Like you didn't even like hear me out whatsoever. You didn't address anything
you just
I said.
insinuated
I didn't
that the
just make the
conversation
claim that the reason why the
because
conversation
I didn't change my opinion.
Was because
you're eccentric as utter fuck. There's no way you think you're that good at debating. The conversation wasted.
You're like failing the track every time I like speak, and I'm not even trying to like debate you. I'm just trying to chill, and you're like screaming at me.
Wait.
Blood leaking out of your head because you broke a blood vessel. You're sweating your balls off. Your face is red as shit. And you're just like
so you're saying
fucking destroyed right now. Like I don't understand it. We're just having a convo, and you're having a mental breakdown. You're fucking 23 years old. Relax.
Okay, again, that's not an argument.
Jobs, bro. Jobs.
I have a job.
Wait, you say you do Invincible, right?
You have a job and you act like this, nigga.
Yeah,
you got your shit together.
I hope he doesn't do customer service, bro.
No, I don't do customer service.
Oh, bro, the connector. I'm gonna just let you know, bro. He's got some of the worst takes on Invincible ever. Bro, the connector.
He's got bad Invincible takes because he doesn't have Red Rush above Omni Man like a fucking.
That's not what I'm talking about. But you can shut the fuck up about that. Red Rush is strong. I literally have the argument for that shit, and like a bunch of people agree. Super strong. He's not a low tier. You just didn't scale the verse. You didn't pay attention. Like I understand that you like think he's ass, but you didn't even give him a chance before saying he's ass. It's not a bad take. The reason why I'm mortified as bad takes is because he says stupid shit like fucking Nolan is like 2 or 3 tiers above like Berserk Mark, and Berserk Mark isn't stronger than regular Mark.
Exactly. No, he's correct.
He's correct.
He's not correct. You didn't watch the show. You're like wrong. When Mark gets mad, he's like literally stronger.
I watched the show and I think that.
Bro, this is why like everyone who power skills Invincible on Discord puts like Berserk Mark top 3, but they don't put like
They're just trying to rat.
They're not dumb. They're better at arguing. We got people like Juju and a lot of like really competent.
It's also
people
appeal
like
to popularity.
Juju and a bunch. No, I didn't. It's not just an appeal to popularity, bro. I said like. Good
like, what if people will just place characters in certain positions just to like fucking get off to the fact that they can argue him in that position?
I mean, it's not agenda though. It's a common
how
take, and it
anyone would
seems like
ever
a good
actually search
interpretation of the
Dude,
narrative.
Literally,
wait, hold
I
on,
don't
I wanna
know, bro. He
explain something
can't
to this
damn it.
guy.
I don't know, bro.
I
Wait,
don't.
Zane,
I don't.
what are you
Everyone
arguing?
has
Whoever's asking
conquest
debate-
above
What's your
Nolan
take?
for the most part in the power scaling community. And then we say Mark
I
scales to
think-
conquest, so he has a higher
I think
assertion
he needs
than
to
Nolan.
scale to
I
him
don't
at
get
all.
it.
Wait, Haram.
He does scale
hold
to
on,
him. He
let me say
literally
something to this guy
crashed the
real quick.
fuck out. They were going relative on screen. They started beating each other up. They're completely relative.
They
If
weren't
you think
Yeah,
they're
why
not
is Conquest
relative,
trying?
the
Why is
only way
Conquest
that you're
trying?
gonna think that is if you think like Conquest
Why
is
is he
holding
trying?
back while his
He
body
was
is getting
holding
why is he
back.
destroyed.
going
It's
all
like a
out?
really stupid interpretation. It doesn't
He
make
was
any
holding
sense.
back.
Bro,
Haram,
Haram. You know what?
Let's say,
You know what?
let's say
Why
I
did
get
he
hit
run
with
all
my
out
arm
at the
just
beginning?
You know what?
completely
Here's what we're
like
gonna
blown
do.
the fuck up, and then I get
Here's
Alright,
punched
Zane,
by
so
him.
Zane
here-
is
here's
talking.
How am I
okay,
gonna
wait,
say that I
hold
am
on,
not relative to the opponent
shut
there?
up, so bro,
Like, why would Conquest
Haram,
hold back and
Haram.
specifically allow his body to get destroyed
He just
when his
said-
goals aren't in
Haram!
line of that, and
Bro,
people don't
can
like
you
pain in
shut?
general?
Okay, anyway,
Why are you like screaming
right?
at me to shut up? I wasn't talking to you.
I don't care who you're talking to. You're just rambling.
Okay,
You're
it's
not letting
public
anyone get a
VC. I'm
word in.
talking to someone else. He's
Yeah,
getting
well,
a
it's my
word in. He's
server.
having
This
a
is a
conversation
dictatorship.
with you.
Yo,
This is a
Mordecai,
It's a
dictatorship. I'm
dictatorship.
Mordecai.
That's great. Now I'm gonna go back to talking to Lou. Have a good time.
I'm Kim Jong Un, bitch. I run the shit. Now, anyway, right?
You're a fat ass Kim Jong Un
Hold
nigga.
on.
That's great.
Okay,
Oh,
Haram. I
Mortified, please.
two things. Two things. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Mortified, why don't you just talk to the
But no,
connector?
bro.
Because you're like ruining the combo. If I can't
Yeah.
talk
okay,
to Lou about this
bro,
shit when it's
listen, bro,
very
shut up.
obvious
I'm
that
not
Mark is
saying you
stronger
can't.
than
I'm not saying
then why
that
don't
you
we just
can't.
have
Give
you
me a
talk
sec.
to the connector if you want to be like a terrorist?
Hey,
Like,
anyways,
and
okay,
I don't know,
so,
whatever the
sir,
word is.
Haram,
That's
can
just like
someone
dictator, my bad. That just
bro,
takes control
why?
of the whole combo.
terrorist.
Jason, can you serve me, Haram?
Yeah, he's being a terrorist. Like he's like running in here
Jason.
with like his dick out, and he's like killing everyone.
Jason,
Explosive dick crashing the combo.
Jacob, mute him, Jacob, please. Someone mute him.
That's crazy.
Okay, anyways, holy
Not
shit.
abuse.
Okay, anyways, so for the connector person, I don't really have pride in my invincible takes, and I don't know who you are, so you could possibly be much better than me. So I personally don't really care to debate you. I don't really think like I only defend
I'm
my
just
honor for
curious,
One Piece.
man. Like, you can't just have like a friendly discussion, man. Like,
Nah, I don't do that. People get mad at me. I get people mad. Usually it doesn't go well. So
hey,
I don't
you're
really, I
having
don't
a
really care.
discussion with me, man. Why do you care about what other people think?
On God, bro.
I'm allowed to value whoever's opinions I want. First of all, second of
No, I
all,
don't think so.
No,
Right,
sure,
what's
yeah,
the
I
argument?
mean, you can.
Okay,
You
yeah.
can
Let me give the argument. Let me give the argument. Let
allow
me give the
other
argument.
people to like affect
Because-
you. That's
because-
your choice.
Yeah,
I'm just
originally-
asking, why would you allow that?
Yeah,
It's
so
just logic
originally it
doesn't
was
make
just
sense.
it was just me and the connector talking, but you just came out of nowhere and mortified. So that's why I think you don't got a right to interfere with this.
Oh,
Maybe Mortified
Wait,
needs
no,
some like
I
medication
think
or anything.
mortified. I think you're on a power trip.
You guys
I think
you
you're
guys
on a
can
power
keep
trip
talking.
because no,
Yeah,
I think you're on a
Zenith, you
power
can keep
trip.
talking to him if you want. You can keep talking to him if you want.
Yeah.
I'm not on a power trip. I don't care that you guys
Okay.
are conversating. What's the evidence to
So-
suggest that I'm diverting or disrupting or disallowing your
I
guys to
posted-
conversate? What? No, I'm
I
just telling him that I don't
posted
want to
evidence
debate him.
in
What?
stands.
What?
I posted
Well,
evidence
you
in
just said
stands.
I'm crashing the conversation. This is a
Mortified, you don't have to-
dictatorship. I'm King Jong Un in this bitch.
Yeah.
Mortified.
Yeah,
you
okay.
don't, you
I
don't have
said
to
that in
cut
regards
You're
to.
people.
Hold on, I
acknowledging-
said that.
You're
Yeah,
acknowledging
just
that
have
we're
a-
on a
Okay,
power
I
trip.
said that.
But
No,
they were
Mortified,
talking
no,
to
I
me
said-
too, so you're
hey,
also
oh my God,
crashing
okay,
their convo
listen,
if you
hey,
crash
look-
my convo.
Oh well,
Yeah,
they have to just
let's
deal with that then. Oh well, I don't fucking care. Woohoo.
So you agree
Okay.
you crashed their
Mortified.
convo
If you
then?
don't,
So that they
hold
can
on,
think that
Mortified.
I really don't give a shit.
Yo, Mortified. You don't.
So
you don't
that
gotta
that
go
addresses the
early.
okay. So that addresses the
If you have
connector.
like a,
Okay, that's the first thing. That's finished.
do
The
you have
second
like
thing
a,
is for Haram. So for
wait,
Haram,
Mortified,
okay.
Mortified. Hold on,
As
hold
far
on.
as Invincible goes, I don't need to talk to you. Hold on, you can hold your
Mortified, I
thought.
think you should
Or
hear out
Haram.
what the connector
I
has
think you
to
should
say.
shut the fuck up while I'm speaking, Haram. Anyway, so for Haram,
I know you like think that, but like you should listen to the connector.
bro, shut up. Do you want Jason serve you? Jason serve you. You have my permission. Okay, so anyways, when we talk about for Haram, any of my sons would beat the shit out of you on this invincible shit. In fact, it's their scaling. I just use it. That's just the truth. I watched the show and I happen to agree with you.
Versus the other dude.
That is not an
Peter
argument.
Morgan's versus you niggas. Jordan Peterson. My bad. Like Jordan Peterson is like ready screaming
Okay,
at
now you're
someone
gonna
and
go.
like.
Okay, now you're gonna go.
fucking,
You're talking about nothing. You have anything to say?
what?
Stop this.
No, I'm talking about you, dude.
You're talking about Jordan Peterson. You're talking about Jordan Peterson at the moment. I don't give a like, dude. You need.
Yeah, Jordan Peterson and the other like British guy. Like you're like Jordan Peterson right now, and I'm just the other guy chilling. You're just screaming.
Yeah, okay. I'm totally Jordan Peterson, bro. Let's get it.
Yeah, I mean, your
That was
face
so
is
funny.
red. You're screaming at the top of your
That
lungs.
was the
You're
best.
mad
That
as
was the
hell.
best insult we've heard this whole VC,
I'm not
guys.
giving you an
Best
I'm not
banger.
making an insult. I'm just describing the
Mortified,
situation. I'm
mortified.
just
Got hit with
honestly
the
doing that
haymaker,
for
ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
Haram comes in with a haymaker. Holy shit, it's a haymaker. A haymaker. He's on the ground. He's on the ground. He's on the ground. There's no way. There's no way what
Give him
Haram
the
said
10
was so
count. Give him
fucking
the
funny,
10 count.
guys. Holy shit, 10 count, 10 count, 10, 9,
Oh my
8,
god.
Let's
7,
go.
6. Wait, Mortified.
Mortified, you
Mortified,
have
come back up.
neighbors.
Mortified's come back up. Mortified's
He's
back.
stumbling
He's
up.
the
Mortified,
Undertaker.
you have
The
neighbors.
Undertaker.
Calm
The
down.
Undertaker. Spear. RKO. Pin.
Mortified, you're gonna
Pin,
hurt
pin.
your voice. And,
Okay.
like stress out your
Bro,
throat.
drink
and,
some
like,
water, bit.
Being pan. Chill out. You're gonna stress your voice too much if you keep screaming. You have
Morton
to
winning
relax.
the title belt.
Anyways, Ram didn't give a single argument for why.
Why
the
are you just
trajectory
like
of my
screaming
volume,
and like ignoring what I'm saying? Like I'm
yeah, I'm
genuinely
getting
trying to give you advice, like one human being to another, because I
nigga,
care.
why would I
And
value
you're
your
just like
advice? You're
screaming
tier
like a
8 and you're
fucking like
fucking retarded.
animal.
That's not an
I
argument.
mean, maybe
That's
I'm
not an
tier 8,
argument.
maybe I'm retarded, maybe.
Yeah, why
I'm pretty
is
sure
screaming
nobody in
makes
this
you
VC
more?
actually would be on your side here. You're
Oh,
just
'cause I'm
screaming
screaming.
at me because I disagree with you. I'm asking you to
That's
calm down, drink some
subjective. That's
water, and come back
that's
to me when you're
yeah.
not angry.
That
And
is
then
a
you just keep
subjective
screaming and
appeal.
packing instead
That is
of
a
like
subjective
addressing what I'm
appeal.
saying. And then when I try to have an
That is
argument
a
with you on like why I think
subjective
you're not tier 3, you
appeal.
just start screaming.
Subjective. That's subjective.
Subjective? Yeah, I
don't
think
wanna
the
hear
whole
your
thing is kind of
feelings.
subjective. I think like
Yeah, but you can still give
anything that's
rational
mind
arguments, but you're
dependent is
failing to do so
subjective.
because you're
That's what I
retarded.
think.
Again, you could
I
still
think
give
it's
rational
rational. I think
arguments.
it's truth tracking.
No,
I think the
nah,
premises follow to
nah.
the conclusion. I think it's pretty sensible.
Yeah, but that assumes that you're valid in your own logic. Why should we even
Yeah, I mean,
agree
when
that
I'm
you
saying I'm
understand
valid in
what
my
you
own
say?
logic, I assume that I'm valid in my own logic. You're right. It's a great
So
observation.
why should we accept your interpretation of your own validity? How do you know that you're right?
Why should we accept that? I mean, it's gonna
Yeah.
literally just chalk up to what makes sense to you. I've given the justification already.
What?
But if everyone else in this VC thinks it does or doesn't make sense, that's up to them. I think most people, if not everyone in this VC besides you, would say that what I've been saying so far makes sense. And you can like think that they're not gonna do that, but I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen. I'm trying to have a chill convo with you about like
end with an ad popular.
why I don't think you're a
Nice.
tier 3 debater in this community.
Nice ad popular.
And then
Nice
again,
ad
I have to
popular.
say
Let's
this
get
for
it.
like the 15th time.
I fuck
You
with
just
it.
choose to scream at me and flip the fuck out instead of
All right,
listening
so
to me
who?
whenever I disagree with you. There was already like 4 inconsistencies with your point, and then you continue to scream.
Please be quiet. Please be quiet. Please be quiet.
Oh,
So,
you said please. I'll be quiet now.
Who in here thinks that Speed can beat Alex O'Connor if he's as cynical as he possibly can be? But Alex
That wasn't my
O'Connor is
point,
willing to
dude.
try as hard
Alex
as he can.
O'Connor can be
No,
tier
shut
0,
the fuck
and he
up.
can be above the tier 3 threshold that I
Someone's
talked
serving you
about.
wrong. Someone's serving you wrong. Okay, everyone else, answer please if you're willing. Do you all honestly think that if Speed was trying as hard as he can, and Alex O'Connor was trying as hard as he can, that Speed would come out on top because of his style? Do we
I
really
don't even
think
know
that
how
would
good
happen?
Alex O'Connor is. I'm pretty sure.
Why are you
most
fucking
don't know
unmuted?
ever.
Why are you unmuted?
Oh, I'll just mute myself. Don't worry, dude.
Okay, anyone else? Does anyone here think that Speed at full power beats Alex O'Connor at full power? Please give me something in chat
Yeah,
or
bro,
VC.
for sure. Yeah, Speed's
Hell no.
unstoppable.
A non-troll.
Yeah, I mean, we got a
I-
sage vouch, man. Like, you know, be top 1. You know how
Okay,
it be?
so clearly, no one thinks that Speed would win. Now, why am I bringing this up?
I mean,
Because
nobody
of
said
the-
like they do
Oh,
or
okay,
don't.
so
I
need
just
to
don't
serve
think
me
people
first,
want to
so
mic up. I think they just want to
don't know.
listen.
Right, so you clearly aren't capable of muting yourself. You need to be served muted by the owner. So let's get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyways, okay. So most people would say that he's going to lose to the likes of Alex O'Connor. Now, why am I bringing this up? This is important because of the massive disparity in skill. It suggests that once you reach a certain threshold, it's unlikely that you're going to succumb to possibility spamming. What we'd have to argue in Haram's instances, or caveat-esque interpretation of Speed's victories and or losses, is to suggest that every single time Speed won, it was solely from exhaustion. And that's what we have to do. In order for Haram's interpretation to follow, it must be the case that it was never a skill disparity. And the only reason anyone who was better than Speed supposedly ever lost to him is because of a style issue. So you'd have to say, every time they got bested, every time they failed to track, every time something that Speed questioned was too cynical for their likeness, every time they got stunlocked, every fucking time, you'd have to cope and say, well, they were just bombarded with stupidity and so much questions, and I just couldn't respond to it all. We have to be joking. We literally have to be joking. This is merely going to be a failure to exercise patience. Also, anyone with intellectual capacity would just tell you that the person didn't actually lose the debate. They would say, with integrity, that they merely were exhausted by his absolute idiocracy, and they chose to disengage and not respond, rather than interpreting it to be a failure on their end. But again, I feel we'd have to be way too fucking generous to Haram and all of Speed's fucking victims. Are we kidding me? Every time, Haram, every time for every single point, every single time it was just, oh, Speed's just so annoying and I just couldn't deal with it. It was just way too overwhelming. It was just too much. Is that really what we think? Do we really think that every time Speed's encountered someone, Jester or Aston or whoever the fuck it be, that every time nothing is granted to Speed and it's all just, it's his style, bro, and Nick, people just don't like him? You have to be joking. That's not gonna work, bro. No one's that generous. Who in the actual fuck would even entertain such a fucking dubious proposition that literally every fucking time for every point that Speed's ever won, it had nothing to do with skill or disparity in that regard. It was merely a stylistic issue. The longevity, the size of this cope.
Stutter.
What are we even saying? What are we even saying at this point? Does anyone actually think that? I think Speed's terrible, but I'm not going to be disingenuous and sit here and say that every time he fucking won or for every point he won, it was the case that it was just his style being too overwhelmingly annoying. That's retarded. That's just dumb. If it was the case these men were so smart, they wouldn't have a problem with possibility spamming. It in itself is classified as possibility. Make an inductive argument. That's how you beat Speed. It's that simple. Holy shit, Haram. He's just a retard, and Jester's a high tier, and it's a stylistic issue. He just can't respond to things that he's saying because Speed's so extravagantly annoying. Are we actually lying to ourselves? We're coping. I think Speed's dog ass, but we're coping. We're coping. If you lose to Speed, it means you're bad because he's bad, because what he's doing requires no skill. Therefore, the loss to something that is a lack of skill constitutes a lack of skill. So as I said earlier, my opening rebuttal, even if we entertain Haram's interpretation of my scaling and say I'm tier 5, okay, then put all the people I beat below me, and I'm fine with that. If you want to say Mortified has never exemplified skill in terms of a pragmatic affirmative position, that's fine. Say I've never won a debate on the assertive, that's fine. Say that about me, that's fine. But you are also best put those motherfuckers that lost to me below me. Because if it's to be the case that I beat them without skill, then it means losing to me equates to a lack of skill. Unless you want to go with Haram's stupid ass nigga interpretation and cope about how, oh no, every single time Mortified gave an argument, every single premise, every single moment of it was just a stylistic issue and they were just bombarded and overwhelmed.
So what's the argument?
The fucking cope is actually off of the charts. The copium is off of the charts with this one. I've never seen cope to that extent. Or we could just be inconsistent with our tier list and our template and our metric for how we scale debaters. You're also allowed to just do that. Choice is yours.
So can you present the argument now?
Who the fuck is speaking to me? Who's this British fucking person? You just leave? You just ask for the argument, leave call? Fucking Down syndrome?
Go ahead and prove he was British real quick, Morframe.
Sound like you had a British accent. Could be wrong.
Yeah, man, it's just your opinion.
Yeah, I just admitted I could have been wrong on that. Not on track of doing it.
Yeah, that's also your opinion. Why could you have been wrong, bro?
Why is there even a recording button here? You guys are like fiends.